Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on November 25th, 2022 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangun langay tegirim Sri Gurum Dhinatharinam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will be continuing with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled Working Through the Body of Sanatan Goswami, Part 3. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela 4.96.
সাফল্য বা সিদ্ধি কৃষ্ণের ইচ্ছারই অনুগামী ভৃত্য। যে করাইতে চাহে ঈশ্বর সেই সিদ্ধ হয়, তোমার সৌভাগ্য এই কহিলু নিশ্চয়।
Whatever the Supreme Personality of Godhead wants us to do will successfully be accomplished. This is your great fortune. This is my mature opinion.
If we carry out the instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
If we carry out the instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
those will always come true.
that will always become true.
And that way we can achieve all success.
In that way we can achieve all success.
It looks as if we're the doer. It looks as if we're the doer,
It looks as if we are the doer,
but actually done by the will of the Supreme.
but actually it is done by the will of the Supreme. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.97.
সনাতন দ্বারে প্রভুর মুখ্যত শুদ্ধ ভক্তি ও বৈষ্ণব স্মৃতি সংকলন দ্বারা বৈষ্ণব আচার সংস্থাপন। ভক্তি সিদ্ধান্ত শাস্ত্র আচার নির্ণয়, তোমাদারে করাইবেন বুঝিলু আশয়।
I can understand from the words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he wants you to write books about the conclusive decision of devotional service and about the regulative principles ascertained from the revealed scriptures.
So Sanatana Goswami is being empowered by Lord Chaitanya,
So Sanatan Goswami is being empowered by Lord Chaitanya
to write specific shastra.
to write specific shastras, books.
And he will do that and fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya.
And he will do that to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.98.
হরিদাসের স্বাভাবিক বৈষ্ণবোচিত দৈন্য ও বিজ্ঞপ্তি জ্ঞাপন। আমার এই দেহ প্রভুর কার্যে না লাগিল, ভারত ভূমিতে জন্মি এই দেহ ব্যর্থ হইল।
My body could not be used in the service of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, although it took birth in the land of India, this body has been useless. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. For a further explanation on the importance of Bharat Bhumi, one may refer to Adi Leela 9.41 and also Srimad Bhagavatam 5.19.19 to 27. The special feature of a birth in India is that a person born in India becomes automatically God conscious. In every part of India, and especially in the holy places of pilgrimage, even an ordinary uneducated man is inclined toward Krishna consciousness. And as soon as he sees Krishna conscious person, he offers obeisances. India has many sacred rivers such as the Ganges, Yamuna, Narmada, Kaveri and Krishna, and simply by bathing in these rivers, people are liberated and become Krishna conscious. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore says, Bharata bhumite hoilo manusya janmajar, janma shartak kori, koro paro upakar. One who has taken birth in the land of Bharat Bhumi, India, should take full advantage of his birth. He should become completely well versed in the knowledge of the Vedas and spiritual culture and should distribute the experience of Krishna consciousness all over the world. People all over the world are madly engaging in sense gratification and in this way spoiling their human life with the risk that in next life they become animals or less. Human society should be saved from such a risky civilization and the danger of animalism by awakening to God consciousness, Krishna consciousness. The Krishna consciousness movement has been started for this purpose. Therefore, unbiased men of highest echelon should study the principles of Krishna consciousness movement and fully cooperate with this movement to save human society.
Since the present-day human beings are basically acting like animals,
Since the present day human beings are basically acting like animals,
sophisticated animals, they don't have a higher purpose to their life.
they don't have higher purpose to their life.
They simply spend their life eating, mating,
They simply spend their life eating, mating,
defending and sleeping.
defending and sleeping.
With no other higher purpose.
There is no other higher purpose.
So that's why if they don't awaken to God consciousness,
That's why if we don't awaken to God consciousness,
they could lose their human life and take birth in lower species.
they could lose their human life and take birth in lower species.
Because human life is meant to be God realized.
So human life is meant to be God realized.
But they're not trying for that.
But they are not trying for that.
They're trying to enjoy life like the animals.
They are trying to enjoy life like the animals.
And so they may get an animal birth.
So they may get an animal birth.
To save them from that, we have Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam.
So to save them from that, to save you from that, we have Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam.
I was told in Tirupati, a person died and was being taken to the crematorium on a stretcher.
So I heard that in Tirupati a person dies, he's been taken to the crematorium structure.
Suddenly he sat up.
Suddenly he sat up.
All people thought, what happened? A dead man can come back to life.
All people thought, what happened? A dead man came back to life.
Or they thought he was a ghost.
They thought he was a ghost.
He said, no, don't worry,
But he said, no, don't worry,
I'm all right.
I'm alright.
And then he went right to the temple.
And then he went right to the temple.
He asked, do they have Bhagavad Gita as it is?
And he asked, do they have Bhagavad Gita as it is?
He said, yes, we have it.
And they said, yes, we have it.
And they gave him a Bhagavad Gita,
And then they gave him a Bhagavad Gita,
translated by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
translated by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
And the man started crying. He was so happy to have the book.
The man started crying. He was so happy to have the book.
And then the devotee said, what happened? Why are you crying?
And the devotee started asking, what happened? Why are you crying?
And he told, you see, I died.
And he told, you see, I died.
And my soul body was taken the Yamaraj
and my subtle body was taken to Yamaraj
by Yamadutas.
by Yamadutas.
Then he said, "Oh, this is the wrong guy."
And then he said, "No, this is a wrong guy."
And I was taken back to my body and placed there by the Yamadutas.
Then I was taken back to my body and placed there by the Yamadutas.
And the Yamadutas said, "If you get a Gita, there's a Krishna temple nearby here.
Then the Yamaduta said, if you get a Gita in the Krishna temple nearby here,
You get Bhagavad Gita as it is.
you get Bhagavad Gita as it is.
You don't see us again."
You won't see us again.
So when he came alive, he came immediately to the temple.
When he came back alive, he immediately came to the temple.
And then he got the Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Then he got the Bhagavad Gita as it is.
He was so happy.
He was so happy.
But now that he would not see the Yamadutas again.
He knows that he will not see the Yamadutas again.
So he started crying.
So he started crying.
And now we have our book marathon.
And now we have our book marathon.
And even the Yamadutas are helping us to sell the Bhagavad Gita.
And the Yamadutas are also helping us to sell the Bhagavad Gita.
Haribol!
Haribol! Haribol! Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.99.
সনাতন কর্তৃক হরিদাস স্তুতি। সনাতন কহে তোমা সমকে বাছে আন, মহাপ্রভুর গণে তুমি মহাভাগ্যবান।
Sanatan Goswami replied, O Haridas Thakur, who is equal to you, you are one of the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, you are the most fortunate.
How the devotees are so humble and offer respect to the others.
So this shows how the devotees are so humble and they offer respects to the others.
Haridas Thakur offered respect to Sanatan Goswami.
Haridas Thakur offered respects to Sanatan Goswami.
Sanatan Goswami is offering respect to Haridas Thakur.
And Sanatan Goswami is offering respects to Haridas Thakur.
This is the exchange of Vaishnavas.
This is the exchange of Vaishnavas.
Exchange of love.
Exchange of love. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.100.
শুদ্ধ কৃষ্ণ নাম কীর্তন বা প্রচারই আচার্যরূপী ভগবত অবতারের নিষ্কৃত্য। কীর্তন আচার্য হরিদাস দ্বারে প্রভুর নাম প্রচার। অবতার কার্য প্রভুর নাম প্রচারে, সেই নিজ কার্য প্রভু করেন তোমার দ্বারে।
The mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for which he has descended as an incarnation, is to spread the importance of chanting the holy name of the Lord. Now, instead of personally doing so, he is spreading it through you.
Sanatan Goswami is declaring how Haridas Thakur, by his chanting the holy name,
So Sanatan Goswami is declaring how Haridas Thakur, by chanting the holy name,
is helping Lord Chaitanya establish the Sankirtan movement.
is helping Lord Chaitanya establish the Sankirtan movement. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.101.
ঠাকুর হরিদাসের আচার ও প্রচার। প্রত্যহ কর 3 লক্ষ নাম সংকীর্তন, সবার আগে কর নামের মহিমা কথন।
My dear sir, you are chanting the holy name 300,000 times daily and informing everyone of the importance of such chanting.
So although Thakur Haridas was saying that his body is useless.
Although Thakur Haridas was saying that his body was useless,
But Sanatana Goswami explained how by his chanting 300,000 names a day,
Sanatan Goswami explains by him chanting 300,000 holy names again every day,
he was spreading the glories of the holy name.
he was spreading the glories of the holy name. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.102.
অসুষ্ঠু বা অসম্পূর্ণ আচার ও প্রচার। আপনে আচরে কেহ না করে প্রচার, প্রচার করেন কেহ না করেন আচার।
Some behave very well but do not preach the cult of Krishna consciousness, whereas others preach but do not behave properly. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.103.
কৃষ্ণেন্দ্রিয় প্রীণন চেষ্টাময় যথার্থ আচার্যেরই শুদ্ধ নাম ভক্তি প্রচারে অধিকার। চারি বর্ণাশ্রমী ও জগতের গুরু বৈষ্ণব আচার্য পরমহংস হরিদাস ঠাকুরের আদর্শ জীবন। আচার প্রচার নামের করহ দুই কার্য, তুমি সর্বগুরু তুমি জগতের আর্য।
You simultaneously perform both duties in relation to the holy name by your personal behavior and by your preaching. Therefore, you are the spiritual master of the entire world, for you are the most advanced devotee in the world. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sanatan Goswami clearly defines herein the bona fide spiritual master of the world. The qualifications expressed in this connection are that one must act according to the scriptural injunctions and at the same time preach. One who does so is a bona fide spiritual master. Haridas Thakur was the ideal spiritual master because he regularly chanted on his beads a prescribed number of times. Indeed, he was chanting the holy name of the Lord 300,000 times a day. Similarly, the members of the Krishna consciousness movement chant a minimum of 16 rounds a day, which can be done without difficulty. And at the same time, they must preach the cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu according to the gospel of Bhagavad Gita as it is. One who does so is quite fit to become a spiritual master of the entire world.
So the qualification of a spiritual master
So the qualification of a spiritual master
is described in this verse and purport.
So it's described in this purport.
So we should Sanatana Goswami is showing how Haridas Thakur is a perfect spiritual master.
So Sanatan Goswami is showing how Haridas Thakur is a perfect spiritual master.
He does both prachar and achar.
He does both prachar and achar.
He does the outreach as well as the behavior.
He does the outreach as well as the behavior. Hare Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 4.104.
হরিদাস ও সনাতনের পরস্পর কৃষ্ণ কথার সংলাপে কাল যাপন। এই মতো দুইজন নাম কথার অঙ্গে, কৃষ্ণ কথা আস্বাদয় রহি এক সঙ্গে।
This way, the two of them pass their time discussing subjects concerning Krishna, thus they enjoyed life together.
Discussing the topics of Krishna gives one real spiritual satisfaction.
Discussing the topics of Krishna gives one the real spiritual satisfaction.
Haridas Thakur and Sanatana Goswami thus pass the time
Haridas Thakur and Sanatan Goswami thus pass their time
discussing topics related to Krishna.
discussing topics related to Krishna.
If we do the same thing,
If we do the same thing,
we can also achieve Krishna's mercy
we can also achieve Krishna's mercy
in this lifetime.
in this lifetime. Hari Bol. Thus ends the chapter entitled Working to the Body of Sanatan Goswami under the section Sanatan Goswami visits the Lord at Jagannath Puri. Okay, Guru Maharaj is blessing all of you.
Krishna Matir Astu.
Krishnir Matirastu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. And don't forget to like and share our channel.